Anyways, as I was saying on Facebook, uh, for the most, all right, I drew up the most for the filing to the left of the federal the state. I drew it, shall I say, I lift them. I drew up a motion for a lift to stay for the civil litigation that I filed in the civil court. All right, before my case, before one of my cases ran its due in my favor. All right, so bam, that was already put in process before. See the sequence of events that was probably put in process before the favorable findings were found, basically. All right, so with doing that, I filed the necessary paperwork to recover the damages, the lost wages, you know what I'm saying, from the malicious prosecution, basically. All right, so even though I still got another case in regards to that, but see, when you gotta look at all the nature of the events, the sequence of events, to really properly decide the proper cause and effects. All right, for the example, the case had never been existed in the first place. All right, so with that being the so the violations from cases of injustice means those violations stem from the fruits of illegal activity, corruptness of the justice system. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in order to solve that problem, you have to. It's a game called Get Like Me that we used to play in school, and that's basically what you got to do. You got to get like them in order to be able to properly correct the problem. All right. So, with that being said, these non-existent these cases that should be in non-existence, everything that was derived off of them is the violation that that uh with the proper filings recovers damages. And that's basically what it's all about. It's all about me recovering the damages that I incurred as uh, my civil right, my United States Constitution and civil rights being violated. What is equal, just and equal compensation clause? What's just and equal protect? What's equal protection and just compensation clause? All right, just describe that for me. Equal to protection means equal protection under the law. All right, so in several situations, I was not protected nor treated equally. I was treated uh, as a bare necessity. You know what I'm saying? But in a bad way. You know what I'm talking about? I was used for profit and manipulative illegal gain. You know what I'm saying? So that's not that's not it's profitable, but it's profitable to those that don't need the profits. You know what I'm saying? And the reason they don't need the profits is because when they get the profits, they don't know what to do with the profits. They're only making sure that the profits are profiting for them. You know what I'm talking about? And that's not upbuilding. People call it self-preservation, whatever the case may be. I call it insanity. You know what I'm saying? I call it for what it is. So, and then they want to just come dry jug at me for no something. That's the point. That's what I can't get over. Why do you want to come and bring it my way? Why am I the center of this equation? You know what I'm saying? Why point me at and make me feel, not feel, but make me seem or appear to be this bad guy person that I'm really not. And now you got people that I want to deal with don't want to deal with me because of what they now know is going on, and they don't want to be involved in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be involved in it either. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, but it's not funny. I wouldn't want to be involved in it either. The underground takeover. Yeah, I keep talking about it because it needs to be talked about. And I would be wrong not to say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? And then Albert James Washington, I can't, I love you and I hate you at the same time. And the closest family members related to him, I need to feed with a long handled spoon, Archie Washington and Kimberly Washington. This is just it's unheard of. So since it's unheard of, my stomach's starting to hurt. I don't know if I build up uh, appetite or not, but I know I need to occupy my mind with things that help me build and grow better thoughts. Because my thoughts and ideas is what helps me to progress and what helps me to thrive. I don't necessarily gotta have no money to make money, and I don't necessarily have to have no money to have a good time or make those feel around me special. And I don't like the company of women, so you already know how they go. It's, I don't know. But then at the same time, see, this is what's hard for it seem like the women to deal with when they get to know me or as a person. All right, I don't just my can concerns stretches out further than how the normal person thinks about caring about people. I'm not saying type of in a way that's the type of level of thinking it is, but I'm not trying to be that way on a say the world type style. But I'm just trying to be fair. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It ain't trying to be fair. That's how I do things. I do things in a fair way. I try to keep fair standards. You know. So the situation I feel like I'll be controlled in a more productive manner. Start with productivity and with productivity. Two positives. There's nothing wrong with being too good. You know what I'm saying? It's just in the aspect, in a sense that you're looking at it. Too good not as in too good as you think you're better than everybody, but too good as being good to people. You know what I'm talking about? And like I say, all right, just for the, all right, this is what gets me. All right, women say they want a man that's consistent. All right, I take consistent that, as I say, it's different levels of thinking again. All right, so that's how I think. All right, so men say they want a man, a woman. Women say they want a man that's consistent. That's routine. All right, routine is regular. Regular is normal. That gets boring. All right, I like spontaneous. That's what keeps me to able to build fresh ideas. Because the old ideas, once it's been thought of, I can only think of it so long. I gotta produce. You know, somebody in order to produce, you gotta do actions. All right. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get off track, trying to break it down, trying to keep everybody on the same page, on the same speed. But I can keep talking, to make it all commence, it all go together. But it's holding a person's attention long enough to when it gets back around into that. Because some people don't want to talk about that shit. They don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what they used to. They like consistency and all that. Or at least they claim to. Man, listen, women don't like consistency. That's a lie. They claim they do, but they don't. They don't like routine. They don't like normal. They don't like they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's predictable. Yeah, women like it to a certain extent. They like it uh, to be so a situation can be predictable. You know what I'm saying? If it's predictable, then it's cool because they know how to maneuver around a situation. And then some women use it to be manipulative. You know what I'm talking about? To use people. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good. If you're gonna use them in a good way. Well, that is beneficial for both parties. And I ain't talking about in a forceful manner to get it accomplished. You know what I'm saying? That way it'll be productivity and productivity. That way we can change the status quo. You know what I'm saying? We can work about building a different condition response because condition response take time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted to put Diana in jail. Cause she'll be on cool. I don't want her to be in there, and she really don't necessarily deserve to be in there. But in a way, that's the safest place to be. For one, it'll teach you, you know, responsibility for your actions. For one, for for not standing up for yourself, because eventually you gotta stand up for yourself and take action. Because if you don't, then you'll forever be trapped in that bad situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what I want, and that's not what'll help build you up. So, in order for me to build you up the best way, I'm not gonna look for an opportunity or create an opportunity to do it. But when the opportunity presents itself because of your actions, I get what needs to be done in order to make sure that you protected and provided for. You know what I'm saying? With that, I don't have to. It's not necessarily worry, but I don't have to be overly concerned about your welfare because you chose me as the man to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I feel responsible for some of this shit because if you weren't really dealing with me in that aspect, this shit really wouldn't be happening to you like that. It's like they got a personal vendetta against a nigga some kind of way. I don't know why, but they just do. And all I try to do is help people. That's all I've been. Well, that's my normal nature. The nature of me normally, uh, off top, what you call it, up front, is to be good natured. You know what I'm saying? I don't be running around on no humbug ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm naturally good natured. It's just hard for me to socialize with people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to properly introduce myself to half the people running around these days. So when I start talking to them, it's it's hard for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It's not. I don't call it shy because I never did like speaking in front of when it could project days, group projects, uh, presentations, group presentations. Uh, I don't. That's not something I'd like to do. You know what I'm talking about? If I'm gonna do something, I really don't want people to be knowing about it too much. You know what I'm talking about? I just like to get it done so I can see the results it produces. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I like to do. I like to see results. You know what I'm talking about? When I exert certain power, you know what I'm talking about, or the potential of power, I like to see results. I like to see it being successful. That's the whole purpose of me acting out on different ideas. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of the Individual Research Society. Individual Research Society. Individuals researching society. And in order to research the society, you gotta first start with the people. Because the people are what makes up society. And then when you're dealing with people, you gotta start with the actions. The mind controls the actions. So when you're dealing with the mind, that the mind takes time to study. You know what I'm saying? That's not a study that you just study as a basic in college and then throw it away when you're done. You know what I'm saying? That's a study that you study as you live life through time. A study of the mind. Psychology. All right, so that's how you get to have these different thoughts about life to begin with. You know what I'm saying? About? And then, if it's interesting to you, or the case may be, you start thinking on a different level. The hell, where does dollar come from? See what I'm saying? That's another thing I noticed about that Alexa girl that I met. She, I don't know what she came up with the dollar from, but she sure gave it to me. And I was like, you know what? I gotta keep you around. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't just you ain't perfect, but you seeming like you worth it for the time being until I get to know you and see otherwise type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I try to gauge a person that's not judge. I'm gonna say, yeah, all right, I'm gonna replace judge with analyze. I try to analyze a person off of they basically their actions. You know what I'm talking about? Their action ability. I was something else I was gonna say, but it my thoughts went away.